But I want to go back to what you brought up in Tatum and Brown. What would you say, Perk? Where do they rank amongst the best tandems in the NBA right now? Because we've hyped a lot of other duos.
Well, they're top five. They're top five. And I feel like Jaylen Brown, he flies under the radar. Like, and this is the reason why he got named Jaylen Underappreciated Brown, is because we don't appreciate what he's doing. Like, this guy's averaging 24, and you know the great thing about it is that now he has taken a backseat to Jayson Tatum, and he's okay with it. But when you look at these two young studs, these guys that's not even 25 years of age, they're a top five duo in this league. I don't know where they fall, but I know they top five. I don't know if they number 3. I don't know if it's number 4. Again, like I told you before, Molly, it's whatever your preference is. If you want to drink hen or you want to drink Ciroc, Jayson Tatum and Jaylen Brown both will get you drunk, okay?
No, Big Perk, I'm with you. I'm just drinking water.
Yeah.
Just water and cardio right now. Legs, where are you on this?
Yeah. No, he's 100% right. Like I always say, look, do you like steak or you like sushi? I like them both. So I'm going to order both, all right? And that's what you get with them. And look, here's the thing about these two guys. As good as they have been, not good, they've been exceptional over this stretch. Here's the key. They are going to now have to do the same thing and navigate their way through the postseason, okay? So because it's going to leave you with an empty feeling if they play this well for this long and they finish the season this way. By the way, they're not just beating people right now. They are smoking people right now. They have as many 30-point wins during this stretch as they do losses total. That's how dominant they have been. But now you've got to make sure that translates to the postseason when here's what's going to happen. Teams get one team to focus on. It's the Boston Celtics. So now there's all kinds of defensive adjustments that are going to be thrown their way. Can they beat you as a facilitator? Because they're going to see more double teams, more coordinated defensive schemes because they only have to worry about 2 players. So can you handle that? Can you beat somebody as a passer if that's what the situation requires? Can you make a tough contested shot late in a game, in a one-possession game, in a series-defining moment? So there are still a lot that they've got to accomplish. But right now, I'm with Perk. You got to put them in the top 5, but you got to also wait and see what they do in the postseason. They've got to be able to navigate the pressure moments against the teams that they're going to have to go up against. Or after all of this, we're going to have an empty feeling in the summer, I think, about what they just accomplished.
Yeah.
No question. But, Perk, I understand that playoff basketball is a different deal, and Legs named about 5 teams. We get that the East is wide open. But right now, if you had to pick, would you say Boston is the favorite out of the East?
I have to, Molly. I mean, they have the best starting 5 in basketball, and you could go look at the numbers. I mean, when you talk about offensively and defensively, what they've been doing over the past couple of months, no other team in basketball, including the Phoenix Suns, has been doing what the Boston Celtics has done. But I will say this. To those top teams that are in the Eastern Conference, and Legs, you just pointed to this point. It's a great point. The Brooklyn Nets, they're going to make the playoffs, whether it's the 8th seed or the 7th seed. Here is the thing. If you that number 1 seed or number 2 seed, I don't really know if the Brooklyn Nets is that team that you want to see in the first round going against Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving. You know what I mean? I'm just putting that out there because it's there to think about. And if I'm a coach, I'm thinking about those situations. I'm trying to see where I'm stacking up, who I'm going to play against, how I'm going to play against. You know, I don't really know if I want to see Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving in the first round.
No, you listen, all you need to know about that statement is what happened when the Brooklyn Nets went into Philadelphia on March 10th in a game that had as much drama surrounding it as any regular season game you're going to see. And guess what? Those 2 dudes ran to the light. Everybody else shrunk because it was too much for them. It was not too much for those guys. Those guys thrive on those situations. And so you're 100% right. They're going to have a legitimate shot if those 2 guys take the court. But here's, to answer Molly's question, I'm still going to lean right now to the Milwaukee Bucks. I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt because of what they did last year. They broke through something mentally that they really needed to have happen. And obviously Giannis did it. He played the greatest game of his life in the most important moment of his life. Very few guys can say that they're able to do that. They had disappointments 2 years prior as a number 1 seed, getting bounced, felt disappointing. They come back last year, they kind of flew under the radar in the regular season. They weren't really putting their foot on the gas. They just wanted to be healthy when the postseason started. They added Jrue Holiday, and boom, they're NBA champions. They've kind of approached this season the same way. They've had some injuries. They haven't really worried about seeding. They're just sort of laying in the grass waiting. But now that I know they can navigate those pressure moments and Giannis Antetokounmpo can make important free throws when he has to, things like that, I'm going to still give them the benefit of the doubt. I think they've earned that right. But there is no question Boston now has played themselves into a situation where you expect to see them at minimum in the conference finals.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.